From asking who's really the father of Charmaine's twins, to wondering what will happen with Denny's health, these are the Virgin River Season 5 questions fans need answered. Virgin River's 4th season dropped on Netflix way back in the summer of 2022 and left us all with a lot of questions. From the cliffhanger to all the crazy drama Mel, Jack, and company may have to work through, we're really excited for the 5th season of Virgin River to finally arrive. While we don't have an official date for the new season yet, we do know that it will drop this year in 2023, likely in the summer, around a year after the 4th season dropped. So, in anticipation of this new season finally arriving sometime soon, let's look back at what we learned in the 4th season of Virgin River and talk about the 5 pivotal questions that we all need answered. Like yesterday.
Why not?
Because if we find out that Mark's the father, it could change how I feel about our baby.
First of all, we've got to talk about Charmaine Roberts. Who's really the father of Charmaine's twins in Virgin River? If you remember, Charmaine has been lying for quite a while now about the real father of her twins. She's been saying that the father of her twins is none other than Jack Sheridan. As we all know, this caused some major drama in the show, especially for Jack and his love Melinda Monroe. But in the 4th season of Virgin River, we finally learned the truth.
What?
The twins. They're not your babies.
The father of Charmaine's twins isn't Jack? Of course, this only led us to have even more questions. Like, if Jack isn't the father, who is? Charmaine's pregnant for much of Virgin River as the show doesn't do major time jumps in between seasons, and it's already been confirmed that a time jump won't happen between seasons 4 and 5, so we'll pick right back up where we left off. At this point, Charmaine will stay pregnant for another 5 seasons. Throughout almost all of Virgin River, a pregnant Charmaine has caused so much trouble for Mel and Jack, as she's tried to keep Jack to herself thanks to the alleged fact that she was carrying his twins. Obviously, Jack wanted to be there for his unborn children even if Charmaine was making his life hell and even if he's always loved Mel. But now that it's been revealed that the father of Charmaine's twins isn't Jack in what is likely one of the biggest twists and bombshells of the entire show, everything's changed. Fans want to know who the real father is, but there's actually not a ton of information to go off of. We're all in the dark, even though many fan theories have sprung up since this bombshell reveal. For example, some fans think the father might be Mike, Jack's friend, but this might not be the case. So in the 5th season of Virgin River, we need this question to be answered sooner rather than later, please. While the true parentage of Charmaine's twins might be the biggest question we'd all like answered, it's not the only one. We'd also like to know how big of a threat Melissa Montgomery is. Melissa was introduced at the end of season 4 as none other than Nick's sister and the new boss of the lumberyard, and of course, the drug business associated with it. We're not clear on just how big of a threat Melissa is, though she clearly is one to some degree. The lady is ominous. I mean, remember whoever was taking photos of her meeting with Jack? That's weird because we really don't know much about her. I can't help but feel she's going to be a huge problem for Mel and Jack, as well as everyone else, especially because Calvin is now dead, and we can't ignore Melissa's role in his death. Luckily, it looks like we'll have all of Season 5 to learn more about this new character, as her introduction late in Season 4 didn't really give us a ton to go off of. At least, we hope we'll learn how big of a threat Melissa might be to the characters we love. The showrunner of Virgin River revealed that the 5th season would be louder than ever before, which could mean we get even more drama. But it could also mean we get more high-stakes drama, such as when we learn more about Melissa and whatever she's up to. Here's to hoping we get our questions about her answered. Though of course, we've still got a lot more questions we want answered, such as, will Bree's terrible ex return? In Season 3 of Virgin River, Jack's sister Bree arrived, and we quickly learned that she had a traumatic past and an abusive ex. When her ex appeared on the show, he tried to get her to sign an NDA to keep her from revealing how abusive and terrible he was to her. Bree refused, and her ex left. But that doesn't mean that this story's over, or that Bree is in the clear. Because of this, we'd definitely like to see where this story goes and whether or not Bree is finally safe. Because this storyline wasn't completely tied up, we have a feeling that her ex might reappear and cause a lot of terrible drama for her, Jack, and all involved. After all, remember that the showrunner said Season 5 is going to be louder? This could have something to do with Bree's storyline. We hope it does, as we'd like this question answered by the time Season 5 is over and done with. Of course, we're not just thinking about Bree, we're also thinking about Jack and his relationship with Mel. So, will Jack and Mel get married in Season 5 of Virgin River? We'd like this question answered too. Now, we know how slow Virgin River can be when it comes to time. Just look at Charmaine's very long pregnancy. But now that Jack and Mel are engaged, so many fans already want to see them walk down the aisle and say their I do's, and I'm one of them. Now, the showrunner did say that he doesn't want to rush anything, and instead wants to give Jack and Mel the time to really enjoy their engagement.
I mean, what can fans expect for this upcoming season?
I think it's going to feel, it's going to feel like the show that you know and love, but I feel like we're really going in a different direction with April's character.
This might mean that we don't get a wedding in Season 5, but at the very least, Season 5 should give us something about their wedding, like maybe wedding planning moments, or chats about what the wedding could be. Something to really get us excited to eventually watch the duo walk down the aisle. Once that moment finally arrives, whether it's in Season 5 or later, I'm sure it's going to be great, beautifully romantic, and maybe even a little dramatic. Speaking of drama, the final question that fans need answered in the 5th season of Virgin River. What will happen with Denny's health? Doc's grandson Denny arrived in town at the end of Season 3. Throughout Season 4, we learned a lot more about him, but so many questions remained, especially when he started stealing meds from the clinic. At first, many fans were unsure about what to make of Denny, as we didn't know why he was doing all of these things. As he got close to Lizzie, we saw a different side of him, but when he rejected her romantic advances, we were left confused yet again. Until he revealed to Lizzie why he didn't want to have a romance. He has Huntington's disease, a terminal illness that can vary when it comes to life expectancy. Fans were left shocked when this was revealed at the end of Season 4. Now, we all know why Denny was so mysterious when he came to town, but this also means we now have many questions about his health. Is he doing okay? Or does he have some major issues, which is why he's stealing pills? Doc and Hope don't know about his illness. Will they find out in Season 5? Plus, what will happen between him and Lizzie now that she knows the truth? Will he continue to push Lizzie away? At this point, anything could happen. This is Virgin River, after all. It's full of romance and drama. So from wondering who Charmaine's real baby daddy is, to questioning how Denny's health may be, these are the questions fans need answered in the 5th season of Virgin River.